What a great day to have some fun. Welcome to our review of For the King 2. Just a couple disclaimers before we begin. First of all, we understand that not all games are the same, so we'll be catering the criteria to try and capture the game's strengths as well as its weaknesses. We also won't be drawing any other comparisons from this game to any other games, so these opinions have been formed with a fresh viewpoint. If you're interested in a specific category, or just want to know the overall score of the game, feel free to skip ahead using the chapters in the description below. And remember, if you enjoyed watching this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. It helps us out a lot. Let's get started. For the King 2 is the second installment in a series of tabletop-style games that feature map exploration with a party. Let's take a look at the character creation. At the start of the game, you are given a limited number of choices. You can edit your character's name, gender, class, and a few colors to make them appear unique. There are also some cosmetic items that can be unlocked as you progress in the game. On starting the game, I wanted to be able to personalize my characters so that they felt unique to me. I would have liked to at least have been able to change their hairstyle. The choices were a bit simpler than expected, and it's for this reason that we'll give character customization a 2 out of 10. Moving on to the story. The story follows the events of For the King 1 and sets you, the player or players, on the classic RPG path of saving the people. On the way, you'll pick up quests and meet interesting NPCs, some of which can be recruited to join your cause. The story is fairly simplistic in nature, which makes this game very easy to pick up. It doesn't get too deep, which means that you don't have to dig through a wall of text just to get the gist of what's going on. As far as party games go, this is a big plus. We're giving the story of For the King 2 an 8 out of 10. Now let's talk about combat. Combat features a turn-based layout with a grid that allows you to strategize with your teammates. On your turn, you can perform skills based on what weapon you're currently carrying, rolling an imaginary dice to see if your attack hits or misses. You can also use some of your own focus points to increase those odds. While it may look simple, there are a lot of finer details, such as not being able to attack with melee weapons in the back row. We won't go over all of those things in this video, but we found combat to be quite enjoyable. Certain classes excel at certain things, so it took quite a bit of teamwork to get us out of some tough situations. The UI does, however, get in the way sometimes, and not everything is completely clear for newer players. This is where the party aspect really comes into play, and where we felt the game shined the most. We gave the combat of For the King 2 a 9 out of 10. Exploration. This is another core piece of the game. The exploration involves maneuvering your character through a map of hexes, similar to a tabletop game. Throughout your adventure, you'll uncover hidden events, shrines, and even other towns, allowing you to accept quests, sell, and buy new equipment. There are an abundant amount of enemies and events in the overworld that keep each playthrough feeling fresh and new. There is, however, a time limit on your adventure that is not very clearly stated, and some aspects of the UI can be challenging to navigate. If you accidentally use any focus points as well, there is no undo button. We're giving the exploration a 7 out of 10. Lastly, we should talk about the art and music. For the King 2 introduces a very playful art design that doesn't take itself too seriously. This works in their favor, and improves playability because it isn't too distracting to the eyes. This also means that environments and enemies can range from intimidating to downright goofy, and it still feels interconnected. The music and sounds are also not very distracting and are a delightful addition to the atmosphere of the game, though some enemy sounds can get repetitive. Yes, I am talking to you, young hag. The art and music gets an 8 out of 10 from us. At this time, I'd like to point out some honorable mentions. The gameplay loop provides amazing replay value. Before we knew it, we found ourselves easily sinking hours and hours into this game. We're giving it a 5-point boost for that. The game also does not have a cash shop, so none of the cosmetics or features are locked behind a paywall. This means that you don't have to spend a dime beyond the initial purchase of the game. That'll give it another 5-point boost. Totaling up the scores from our categories, as well as the honorable mentions, For the King 2 gets an overall score of 7.8 out of 10. Did you agree with our score? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe with the bell notifications on. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you chums in the next one.